New Yorkers, everybody, New Yorkers? Excellent. So when we open tomorrow to the general public, to the world, people are going to be coming here from everywhere. And so they'll be trying to learn about New York City through the usual ways, guidebooks and maps. But we have something different. We have something new, and it's called City Pulse. If they on the 100th floor of this iconic building, we are sometimes amongst the clouds. And City Pulse is going to show you the city in ways you've never seen. The city of the past has evolved and changed. We're going to explore some of the city's many stories at every hour of the day by dynamically navigating into its every corner. And then we'll do, I don't have to show you this, but then we'll do a little presentation about New York City, orient ourselves. We're downtown Manhattan, facing south. And Manhattan is not New York. People from overseas think that Manhattan is New York, but it's not. It's one of 5 boroughs of New York. There's also Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx. And we're going to learn about New York by tapping into some of these 10 topics. And each one of these topics, let me show them to you. Each one of these topics has 10 subtopics, which means that I have 100 different things here that I can use to talk about New York City. And the presentation will be about 7 or 8 minutes long, so we'll just choose a couple. And I'm going to choose what sounds like a boring subject, but let's go a little bit deeper. New York City is the birthplace of the American dream. This is where people came from all over the world with new ideas to start new businesses. So whether it's a massive company like Bloomberg or a corner bodega, New York City is the business capital of the United States of America. And again, it sounds like not a very interesting subject, but maybe something you don't know. The Federal Reserve Bank is just a couple of blocks from where we are now, that way. And if the clouds lift a little bit, you'll see a low red roof building. In that building is more monetary gold than anywhere on the planet in the Federal Reserve Building. That's about 7,000 tons of gold. 500,000 gold bars sitting down in the basement on the bedrock of Manhattan. And here's where it gets really cool. You can visit the gold. You can take a tour, go onto Federal Reserve's website. You can book up to about 30 days ahead, and it's a free tour, and go and see the gold. Interestingly, most of it belongs to other countries. And when a country pays a debt to another country, they load the gold bars onto a cart and move it to another country's pile. Really, check it out. Let's try a different subject. Out on the town, when the sun goes down in New York City, the night takes on a rhythm all its own. From 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., all bets are off. Whether you're catching a jazz set up in Harlem, or stumbling across subway musicians on your way to a hot new club, New York City has endless options when you're out on the town. And again, you're a New Yorker, so I'm picking some little unusual facts here. Did you know that the MTA that runs the subway holds auditions every year for subway musicians? Really, like a Broadway show. They just had it about a week ago. They have people who are auditioning, competing for 30 prime spots in the subway system. We have a built-in live feed, Instagram updates happening continuously. This is really live. Live Twitter feed. And we also loaded in a few things happening in New York. World Science Festival down in Washington Square Park, happening until Sunday. Washington Square Park has all sorts of science exhibits, and right down there, NASA set up something called the Orbital Pavilion, where NASA scientists talk about Earth-sensing satellites, and you can actually hear live feeds, messages coming in from around the planet. How about that? And other family activities in the summer? Well, one of my favorites is Governor's Island. Check it out. Over 8 million New Yorkers make their lives in this great city. And it's their passion and energy that make this city so great, that make New York the city that never sleeps. And here today, in this incredible building, even if you're not from New York, you are now an honorary New Yorker. Thank you all for visiting. I'll pop around the front, and if you have any questions, just let me know.